You're welcome back to the Pulse and the Joy News channel on Multi TV. Now, after explosive revelations, accusations, and counter-accusations during the recent editions of the Joy Ballot Box, the team is gearing up to present another one, a special edition of Ballot Box on the 9th of September 2016 from the oil city, Takoradi. But the 5 programs held so far across the country have yielded positive results for at least one constituency. There's more in this report.
With less than 100 days until this year's general elections, the Joy FM ballot box took off to find out what makes the citizenry tick. The flagship program, powered by Joy News, started on the 8th of April 2016 in the nation's Center of Education, Cape Coast. This was followed by a session in Kumasi. Then Kole Klote got its turn, Adakluwaya in the Volta region.
We Adaklu people, we are for peace. We are for peace. Please. We don't quarrel at Adaklu. We are fighting for something good. So this is our drinking water. Though they are doing something about it, we are expecting the Volta to reach us very soon.
And more recently in Kintampo South. A couple of weeks after the controversial Adakluwaya edition, the people of Adaklu are witnessing firsthand that media gets results.
The people of Adakluwaya, one of the communities in the Adaklu district of the Volta region, are heaving a temporary sigh of relief as vigorous work has commenced on a borehole project for the people in the area.
After years of struggling with a lack of access to clean water, vigorous work has begun on the drilling of a borehole for the people in that area.
The borehole project, valued between 10,000 and 12,000 Ghana cedi, is an intervention from a group calling itself Friends of GM, following a revelation of water crisis in the area during an engagement between community members and the Joy Ballot Box crew.
The Joy FM ballot box train will arrive in the oil city from the 6th to the 9th of September with a live broadcast from Takoradi Market Circle on the 9th of September. Will it be another session of explosive revelations?
It's not true that the source of water for drinking in this town is from River Toje. It's not true. It's not true.
Well, there's only 4 days to find out.
Right, so that's just a quick report on the kind of positive results we're getting already from the Joy Ballot Box. And the oil city is the next stop for the Joy Ballot Box. From the 6th to the 9th of September, Ballot Box will be in the Western region. Find out the key oil and gas issues that will influence your vote. Speak to our volunteers or find your ballot boxes at Radio Max, Takoradi Market Circle, and the Secondary Market. And do all to write down your issues and slot them in the box. Then join us for the live show from the Takoradi Market Circle on the 9th of September at 5 p.m. Joy Ballot Box on your election headquarters is sponsored by the Ghana Oil and Gas for Inclusive Growth Program, GoGig. And joining me in the studio is the man who leads this charge for the Joy Ballot Box. He's the head of our political desk, Evans Mensah. Evans, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Been a while. You've been busy on the road these days.
Very busy. I never expected it to be this busy. It's been tough.
It's been tough. Okay, so Western Region next stop. Why Western Region?
Well, Western Region because we've done 6 ballot boxes so far. We've started with urban areas. Then we said let's go to rural areas, so Adaklu and then Kintampo. And so we want diversity. Okay. This is the oil city we are talking about. Oil is the next big thing. I mean, we had about 10. So we wanted to take it to a place where the issues will be diverse, different from what we've had before. And we're anticipating that if we take it to the Western region, the issues about oil and gas and what the revenues have been used for, in terms of roads, in terms of job creation, etc., might come up. We don't know. but it's good to test the pulse of, and beyond the pulse, test the pulse of Western region as far as these key oil and gas issues are concerned, and see how they link to some of the key developmental issues, jobs, health, roads, infrastructure, etc. And that's why we are taking it there. And we've got a partner on board, the Ghana Oil and Gas for Inclusive Growth, GOG, which is sponsoring us to make this happen for the people so they can engage their leaders.
I'm sure for many, they've watched the past editions of Joy Ballot Box from wherever you've been to. But what should the people in the oil city who are watching now be doing to prepare for this great event?
Essentially, just start thinking about what the issues are. What issues will influence your voters here? That's all we are asking. Start thinking about it. From tomorrow, myself and the team, the first advanced team will be on the ground with our volunteers walking through the constituencies. We'll be on foot. So you see us with our vehicle and our boxes. We'll have one at Radio Max, one at the Takoradi Market Circle, one at 2nd D Market. And in addition to these fixed boxes, we'll be moving around talking to people. Approach us, come to the boxes, tell us what your key issues are. They'll put them in the box, we'll count them. On Friday, your candidates will be live with us at the Takoradi Market Circle. We are expecting a big crowd. That's why we chose our location. We want to have a rally feel to this, because Takoradi Market Circle, it's pretty busy. I mean, those who don't know, think about Mokola, right? Yeah. That's exactly what it is. We want to have a rally feel to this. After all, we have 90-something days to elections. We just don't want to talk about the issues. We want people to be excited about them. I mean, and this is a service to the evolution of Ghana towards an issues-based campaign. They say issues-based campaigns are boring. It's not true. I mean, it's shown, the ballot box has shown that when you make it exciting and you bring your leaders and you pull them together with the constituents, it's explosive, it's exciting, people can engage, but they get educated and informed. This time, I want to switch it a bit and see if people can engage on the key oil and gas issues. But people should know the key oil and gas issues are not just about beneficial ownership or those complex issues that ordinary people can understand, but it links to everything else. It links to the road, it links to infrastructure, it links to education, it links to health, it links to jobs, it links to everything. And so we want to explore, how people understand these key issues and see how they relate to them at their level. That's what we want to do.
Okay, and I'm sure that for many of the residents from Butumejebu to Apoe within the second Takoradi catchment area.
Say that again, Apoe.
Butumejebu to Apoe. Apoe is...
I won't even attempt.
For those who are watching from the Western region, they know what I'm talking about. You can be part of this great show, the Joy Ballot Box. You can't miss it. Go there, make your voices heard, ask all the key questions of the leaders who make it to the program on Friday. So 2 MPs, I imagine, will be there. 2 constituencies.
2 constituencies. So we have the NDC MP for 2nd D, the NDC candidate for 2nd D, the MPP candidate for 2nd D, the same for Takoradi. And we are opening up to the CPP, the PNC. All parties with candidates are invited because we want to, it's inclusive. Remember the name of the sponsors is Ghana Oil and Gas for Inclusive Growth. So it has to be inclusive. So everybody else is going to be involved on that day. It's going to be a big event, I anticipate, even though Market Circle is going to be huge. And I didn't know about Adaklu's water
it came up strongly,
solution. And I'm pretty glad watching it that they've got a mechanized borehole on the back of that event. And so I guess, it's the people should clap for themselves.
Sure, they should. And don't be asking me about Market Circle because I grow in that time.
So really. No, I was saying it for those who don't know. Because I know you've been lobbying so that you come along. I know.
Won't be nice, but
no way. If Elvis is watching,
the powers that be
he's been lobbying.
But anyway, thank you, Evans, for coming. Head of our political desk, and also the man who is the face of the Joy Ballot Box. In fact, he will be presenting live that program on Friday. So don't miss it. It's a program that will help you be informed as to what decisions you will take in this year's elections.